Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
No bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Gov Fuller Field, the home of the Falmouth Commodores. The last time the Hyannis Harbor Hawks made their way here, it was in the playoffs of the Western Division semifinals back in 2023. We welcome you inside the booth. My name is Nico Sharp alongside Jacob Irons. Jacob, last time we were here, big-time playoff game and a big-time series.
Yeah, big-time playoff win. Indeed, it was the put-away game for Hyannis here on Gov Fuller Field. It was one of those games that really put everything into perspective and had good momentum going into the series for Bourne. But happy to be back with you this time with the headset on, and now we're able to usher in this new season together.
Yeah, glad to be here. And, it's got to be, going another duo here. Josh Schreiber out sick once again today. Can't wait to have him back. But should be a good matchup here in front of us. Another Western Division matchup. Hyannis Harbor Hawks currently sit at 8-4-1. The Falmouth Commodores at 3-10. And on the mound for the Commodores today, it'll be Hayden Frank. He actually got the start for the Harbor Hawks in Game 2 of that game the last time we were here. So it should be a pretty interesting matchup to see him for the other side.
Yeah, switches the dugouts and finds himself with the Hall of Famer Jeff Trundy here this evening on his start with the rain across Cape Cod on Sunday and with the off day yesterday with Fenway Day and the pro workout. Moves everything around. So Ryan Dromboski was supposed to start on Sunday for the Harbor Hawks. He gets to start today. Then on top of it, same with them. Hayden Frank was supposed to go on Sunday. He comes to take on his former team tonight. Should be a lot of fun. And then on top of it, Blake Cavell, the former Falmouth Commodore, who's a temp player, finds himself now in the other dugout, not in the lineup tonight, but look for him to have a big impact.
Yeah, a lot of things moving around, and you got a chance to talk to Mitch Carricker before the game to talk about those different things.
Now standing by with manager Mitch Carricker. Mitch taking on Falmouth for the second time today on a beautiful day. What do your team need to do today to really find themselves in the winning column?
Yeah, just play good baseball. I think, we had an off day yesterday, had a fun day over at Fenway, which was a great experience for the guys. A little slow to get into our routine today, back into it, and so hopefully they come out ready to go.
Talked about Fenway. How good is that an opportunity for your players to play in front of MLB scouts and then to do it on one of the most historic ballparks in the country?
Yeah, I think it's pretty special. You feel it when you walk in the yard, just the history there and the players that have played on that field. It was really fun for our guys. And like you said, the opportunity to be in front of every team in MLB was good, and I thought our guys actually handled it really well. We had a good infield, outfield. Our guys hit the ball all over the yard and banged on the monster a little bit, so it was a fun day.
Then on top of it, you come out to throw BP. There's got to be a little extra pressure on you there when you're throwing BP in front of scouts.
Yeah, I think, the scouts are the scouts. Like, I can do that, but I think, being in Fenway Park, that's throwing BP in a different place. And so I caught myself, stopping and looking up at the Fenway and all the championships. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty special deal. So I had a lot of fun with it, too.
How would you rate your BP?
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I was pretty confident in my abilities.
Pretty confident. Also confident in the new digs here, rocking out with the new wind shirt.
Yeah, the front office took good care of us, got us a new shirt today.
Ryan Dromboski takes the bump for you. The UPenn Quaker is energetic. He is about every superlative you can have on the mound. What do you need to see from him?
Yeah, I think just a little bit better command than what we've seen the last couple outings from him. I think even those 2 outings, he was good, gave us a chance to win, but he came in the dugout frustrated with the command of his off-speed pitches, the command of his fastball. So I think if he can hone that in a little bit, I think he's going to have much better success than he's had the last couple outings.
Then going up against Hayden Frank, what do you see in him that your hitters need to attack?
Yeah, I think just being on time to a fastball, making sure we're ready for the mistakes. He's a good arm. He's going to have some success against us, so just trying to be a tough out at the plate and make sure we put pressure on the defense and see what happens.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
To it, a lot of wins and losses. How is that really preparing you to take on the Cape this summer?
Yeah, we went through ups and downs all year as a team, and that's just what baseball is, and I feel like that's helped me a lot mentally coming into this summer, playing in front of all these scouts and stuff, playing in the Cape, I'm happy to be here, and I feel like this spring's helped me a lot.
Yeah, what are you really, any kind of specific skill that you're really trying to focus on improving this summer?
Just get a lot more defensive reps. I didn't get a ton this year, but I got some, but I just want some more defensive reps, and then really just hone in on my approach at the plate and get that dialed in for next year.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Gulf Fuller Field. The Hyannis Harbor Hawks will swing it first here on the top of the lineup. It'll be familiar face Hayden Frank going for the Falmouth Commodores. He's going to be a 4-seam curveball changeup guy. Has a slider and a cutter as well. Doesn't show it much. So far, last year for the Harbor Hawks, put 30 in a third innings, a familiar face for the Harbor Hawks. And this summer so far, 7 innings pitched, 1.29 ERA, 2 appearances, both of them getting the start. 12 strikeouts, only 1 walk. This is a guy who's going to be very efficient, and if you like the bat on your shoulder, not going to do very well against this guy.
And Kane Kepley leads things off for the Harbor Hawks. He takes a strike for the first pitch.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Breaking ball gets in for the corner, strike 2.
And here's how the rest of the Harbor Hawks stack up. Gazdar behind Kepley. Datalo. Bargo gets his first start of the summer, along with Alex Lodis, the shortstop. Camden Janik behind him. Eric Snow, Nick Groves, and Anthony Silva.
The 0-2 to Kepley. Foul tips it off the glove. Stays alive.
And Kane Kepley, third on Cape right now with a .492 on-base percentage. That's about half the time he steps into that batter's box, he finds himself on first, and it should be no shock why he leads the league in walks with 17.
0-2 is a fastball flicked over to left field by Kane Kepley. And that ball lands fair. Rounding first and moving to second, and a stand-up leadoff double for Kane Kepley.
And now make that 14 games that he has found himself on base. It didn't take him long to get active and find himself over there, this time on second.
Yeah, and a guy who is able to find his way on base, but also a stolen base threat, a guy who's got a lot of speed over there. And has been a stolen base threat every single time he's been able to get on. Next up will be the governor from Austin Peay, John Gazdar. Hitting 333 so far, quarter way through the season. First pitch to him was a back foot breaking ball for a ball.
Yeah, John Gazdar leading the league with 15 RBIs. Another player that we saw yesterday at the Fenway workout show up and really dazzle, doing everything that he does with controlled hitting and disciplined in the box and launching some out of the park.
Fastball was taken up and away for a ball. Gazdar has shown the ability to have some power too, has great hands, able to work to all parts of the field. Works himself in a hitter's count, the 2-0, fastball, fouled down the third base line.
And it's a huge advantage for John Gazdar to have Kane Kepley get aboard, especially with Gazdar hitting in this 2-hole and where he has been hitting over these past 3 games, and why he's able to have a stranglehold over that RBI leading is because he has a guy in the leadoff spot like Kane Kepley.
Fastball taken down the zone. Gazdar once again back in a hitter's count, 3-1. Kane Kepley standing over at second base. 6 stolen bases this past week. 3-1, down in the zone, fouled straight back. And we're off, knotted up here at 3-2.
Yeah, and these two guys between Hayden Frank on the mound, as well as John Gazdar, former teammates from last summer as well. So a little extra motivation between the two of them as they go head-to-head here on the Cape.
Yeah, and once again, Hayden Frank is not a guy who just came in for a little time for Hyannis. He had 30 in the third innings. Breaking ball just catches the bottom part of the zone, gets Gazdar looking.
Yeah, pitch blowing inside, a 79-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Knots up Gazdar as he stood frozen in the righty's batter's box. One of those pitches that was not one you want to swing at, but a little bit of a tough break there with a drop of 2 inches on vertical break.
Yeah, nasty pitch, just looks like it might have just missed low and in right there, but umpire behind plate calls it and says Kane Kepley seemed to have a jump on over that second base. Foul straight back from Dottalo.
Well, to talk about now, he's trying to go for 4 straight games with a stolen base. We talked about it when Hyannis was on their 3-game skid. He was pretty quiet on the base pass, but now back into his opening self, being aggressive on the base pass, picking up that timing, and having a free reign of the go.
Michael Dottalo, ground ball to the third baseman. Carey flips it on over, and Kepley advancing on the throw. Play at third base. Kepley advances on the throw.
Yeah, good job by Kane Kepley. Watches the grounder go to the left side where he is at second base, and as soon as the throw comes from Carey's hand, he is booking it with his speed down 90 more feet to grab the third, and it's in time over back there that he's able to make that jump and come in sliding with a high throw back to Carey at third. And now 90 feet away, but you do have 2 outs, and it's now for the new guy in Dalton Bargo in the cleanup spot.
Dalton Bargo, the left-handed hitter, first AB for the Harbor Hawks this summer. First swing, hard swing, foul ball down the first base line. Dalton Bargo, the infielder from Tennessee, hit .280 this spring. 8 home runs, 27 RBIs. From Omaha, Nebraska, able to play in his hometown there. And that ball's a jam shot in the 6 hole, and that'll get through. And his first AB, he will get an RBI single.
Yeah, Dalton Bargo right there doing a good job of being able to go take that where he wants to put it. And in that spot, finds it a little jammer that drops in front of Gaffney. And just like that, Dalton Bargo starts his summer off with an RBI and a run for the Harbor Hawks to get on the board early.
So far, the new guys really having an impact so far in these past few games. And another guy getting his first ABO, number 7, Alex Lodis from Florida State.
I talked to him pregame. He was so excited to get back to playing baseball. Says he has 3 weeks off after the College World Series run he had with the Florida State Seminoles, and he was just itching to get back into the lineup after Sunday he was supposed to be in it, but the rain had him away from the game, and so he's in a big spot tonight and excited to get back swinging the bat.
The 0-1 was a changeup, missed arm side. Count is even to 1-1. And gotten to talk to Jackson West. You know, Florida State had a couple of guys from Florida State last year, and Jamie Arnold and Cam Smith. Dirt ball read. Datalo thrown out. Oh, no. Called safe. Able to swim around it. Able to advance on the dirt ball read.
One of those plays there at that spot, doing a good job of getting a jump on it and hitting the swim. It was like me and Matt coach in the rain on Sunday. You gotta find your way in and out and moving around and swimming.
Yeah, able to swim there, not getting eaten by the piranha. Gets around there, works the safe. Great job, great dirt ball read there, great aggressive base running. The 1-2, another dirt ball read. Datalo signs to stay put at second base.
And when Hyannis has found their strength and have been playing good baseball, it is because they are aggressive and they are not afraid to take those extra bases and take those chances, especially even with 2 outs. I like the confidence there from Datalo to go grab one, and it pays off there.
And scoring position over there is Bargo, fouled straight back from Lodis. And Bargo first game, and the thing so far for Harbor has been aggressive base running, and we saw that already from him with that dirt ball read, able to have a swim move over at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're on second base here in the top of the first. Hyannis leads 1-0. Breaking ball to Lodis, fouled down the third base line.
Yeah, Lodis getting a full hold of the 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball he's able to get out in front of. And last time these two teams met was on opening day, and it was a mercy win for the Harbor Hawks. Since then, Falmouth Commodores just been trying to find themselves.
Lodis hits the ball high to left field. Gaffney able to stand under it. And that is out number 3, but the Harbor Hawks strike first here in the top of the first. Scores 1-0 as we enter the bottom half.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
For 38 years and counting, and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
1-0 here at Gov Fuller Field, bottom half of the first, and it'll be Ryan Drumboski going for the Harbor Hawks. So far, a lot of energy. This guy, we talk about it every time we see him. I mean, everyone you talk to loves this guy. Shows a lot of energy, big personality. Fastball, slider, curve, changeup. But that slider is going to be his best pitch. He's going to go fastball, slider for the majority and then mix in others as the game goes along. So far this summer, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 1.23 ERA. Gotten 2 starts under his belt, 7 strikeouts to 4 walks. Had a pretty solid year so far, but he will go against a tough Falmouth Commodores lineup.
Yeah, Mitch Carricker talked about it on the manager's show pregame today. Just he's got to have command. That is one of the things that he's come in his past 2 starts feeling like he could have done a better job on, and that's what he's going to look for tonight.
First pitch, taken to the lefty Jackson Willits for a ball.
It's Jackson Willits, Gavin Keelan, Luke Gaffney, Dylan Carey, Gavin Turley, Jason Jones, Jack Bell, the new addition to the team in his first start of the summer.
Drumboski misses high fastball.
Carson Bowen and Isaiah Barquette round out the Commodores lineup, looking to pick up their 4th win of the summer.
Count is 2-0 to the designated Harold Willits. 2-0 pitch fouled straight back into the netting. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Jackson Willits, the Oklahoma Sooner. Freshman 268 this spring. Fastball just misses outside. Count moves to 3-1. Very disciplined hitter at the plate, 3-1. Fastball catch inside the zone. Moves count 3-2.
Yeah, 90-mile-an-hour fastball inside on Willits that he holds on the 3-1. Now, Drumboski with a big payoff.
Payoff pitch, fastball misses arm side from the right-hander Drumboski. Leadoff man gets on.
Not what you want to do there if you're Drumboski, a pitcher that's trying to show and work on their command a little bit more, but he's going to have to work with some traffic behind him here in the bottom of the first. He's going to go up against Gavin Keelan.
Gavin Keelan, the sophomore, University of Louisville. So far this spring, got 5 games. Hitting 191 so far. Looking to get the bat going here in the 2-hole spot. First pitch to him is another fastball missing arm side. Back-to-back lefties here for the Falmouth Commodores. The 1-0. Fastball misses way up. 2-0 the count here.
And Drumboski just struggling here a little bit to work it into the zone at the current spot.
Pick off over to first base. Tatalo standing there. The Oklahoma Sooner were at first base. 1 stolen base on the year this past spring. Another check over to him. Comes in standing.
Yeah, you want to be wary of Willits, especially with the leadoff man aboard. Standing, reason he's in there.
2-0 fastball misses arm side, and that'll cause Camden Jen to go talk to his pitcher.
And now 3 straight balls for Ryan Drumboski. And big spot for him, and just a little bit of a relaxing conversation Camden Jen has got to have with Drombo, and understanding that he's got to, this is your game. You can pitch to it. It'll be good. Don't worry, we're got your back here.
Great defense in behind him. Fastball 90 miles per hour gets in the zone, middle.
And for the defense, you talk about all of the conjunction that is between the middle infielders. There's a lot of talent there.
3-1's a fastball down the third base line. Anthony Silva over that third base, ranging to it, and the ball falls into the Bermuda Triangle. Drombo works back into this count, full count here at 3-2.
Yeah, good job there. And like you always talk about, Nico, sharp. Sometimes the catcher just has a way for words, and that's what Camden Janik has in that spot, a way to calm him down and cool him off. Get him back ahead, trying to find that first out here at the bottom of the first.
3 balls, 2 strikes here with nobody out with a 2-hole. Fastball climbs the ladder there a little bit, gets him swinging. And Drombo's able to get the first out of the inning.
It's a fastball at 91 high into the zone that had a little bit of run on it, up to the 12th number on the clock. Does a good job of eliciting a swing from Keelan. That's a big first out. It's a strikeout, and it's a confidence ensuing out for Ryan Drabowski, especially with allowing Willits, the leadoff man, to walk. And try and ease yourself back into this start here early.
That'll be up the right-handed hitter, Luke Gaffney. Off to a great start this summer, hitting .395. First right-hander for the Commodores.
And that .395 is second in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now, and topples out with an on-base percentage of .449.
First pitch to him is another fastball, missing arm side from Dromboski.
Yeah, so far here, it's been Dromboski leaning on that fastball a little bit. Hasn't had the placement of it just yet.
The 1-0 slide step delivery. Ball just missing outside, up and away.
Yeah, it's a corner pitch up on the border of the zone that doesn't get the call at 90. And again, he hasn't tapped in that slider just yet, Nico. It's been all fastball.
Pickoff over to first base. Close play over there, sliding back as Willits just making it back in safely.
That was a little bit of a head nod. Camden Janik gave him the sign to go give a check back over there as Janik saw something down the first base line.
And there's that punishing slider. Start at the hip, gets it in for a strike.
I like the idea there from Ryan Drabowski, trying not to show off the pitch that you're going to become reliant on later in the day as your arm starts to fade, trying to really work with that fastball early.
And there it was again, doubled back on it, gets it inside for a strike. Hasn't found the arm slot in for the fastball thus far, but able to keep that shoulder in and bringing that slider over, doing a great job of breaking that slider back to back. Back in the count, 2-2. Tribbles back on it. He tries to get it as a chase pitch. Able to take it for a ball is Luke Gaffney.
An 80-mile-an-hour pitch that Gaffney's able to hold on. But now another 3-2.
Dromboski high leg lift. Another slider. Delayed steal over there from first base. Strike him out, throw him out. With a hesitant call over there at second base. That'll be a strike him out, throw him out for Ryan Dromboski as he's able to lock back in. Score remains 1-0 as we head to the top of the second.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team.
Safe.
The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care.
Here in the top of the second, and great job to bear down there from Jumboski. Walks the first two guys, able to get strike him out, throw him out to end the inning.
Yeah, and what we were talking about there for Ryan Jumboski, lean on your defense. That's what you need to do there. And in that time, leaning on Camden Janik with a stellar throw down to second base. And Lodi's able to apply a nice snap tag down at second base. And so it's the defense helping him get out of that and make it a 1-2-3 inning.
Hayden Frank coming in for his second inning of work. Camden Janik will lead off the inning for the Harbor Hawks. The lefty from Lipscomb. First pitch, changeup, pulls the string on Camden Janik, gets him swing over the top of it. Strike one.
Yeah, Camden Janik out of Illinois, batting .261 on the summer.
Pulls the string on it, does fall once again. Changeup, gets Camden Janik to swing over it, foul ball.
And now Hayden Frank, who's had a great start to his summer, finds himself ahead of Janik.
Working from the windup, the 0-2. Janik able to use his hands, foul it off.
Good job by Janik there, extending the zone a little bit, understanding it was a borderline pitch down low. He's able to get barrel on it, foul it away, and live to see another pitch from Frank.
Hayden Frank's going to be a guy who's going to attack the hitter. Does not walk very many hitters. Backdoor breaking ball, misses arm side from the lefty, 1-2.
Yeah, only has one walk to the summer in comparison to 12 strikeouts. Hayden Frank is a surefire arm that's looking to hear his name called in July.
1-2 changeup fouled from Janik. Third time seeing that changeup this at-bat. Able to make an adjustment right there and foul it off.
Yeah, it's a pitch that keeps finding the lower middle of the zone on Janik. Spot that Frank is targeting early here in this at-bat.
1-2 from Frank. Fastball, blows it right by him. Leadoff man's a strikeout.
Yeah, it's a fastball downstairs that's able to go right by Janik at 90 miles an hour. And now Eric Snow is looking to stay hot. Goes up against, again, one of his former teammates.
Eric Snow, first pitch, hard line drive towards the Harbor Hawk bullpen. Eric Snow, been a guy who's been swinging the bat well, one of the better hitters and the hottest hitters for the Harbor Hawks thus far. Hitting .355 so far, quarter way through.
At 10th in the Cape Cod Baseball League. And
second pitch is a changeup down the zone. Eric Snow went down and got it. High fly ball to early center fielder. Steps on under it. Two up, two down for the Harbor Hawks.
And for Snow doing a good job making his case for himself to be in the lineup. We talk about it. You gotta give yourself a reason to be in the lineup, especially with how stacked the middle infielders are. And for right now, Eric Snow has been making that case through his bat.
Next up will be the right fielder, Nick Groves. Another lefty-lefty matchup. The Purple Eagle. First pitch is a fastball in for a strike.
And now making his commitment to Illinois after talking with him pregame. He's excited to go to Big Ten country as a Canadian, excited to play in the Big Ten, something he has always dreamed about, and finds himself with the Fighting Illini in Illinois.
The 0-1 was a breaking ball taken by Nick Groves. Hayden Frank doing a great job of keeping the ball low in the zone, which only makes every other pitch work better when you keep that ball in the same quadrant. Fastball hit down the line, third base line for Nick Groves. Ranging over towards Gaffney and hard rounding the base over there, but retreating back to first base is Nick Groves.
Nick Groves today had one of those rounds in BP that you just felt he couldn't do anything wrong throughout his batting practice today. And no shocker that his first at-bat of the day finds himself with a well-placed ball down the left field line that's out of the reach of Carey and into the outfield for a base hit.
In the 9 hole will be Anthony Silva. The TCU Horned Frog. Chopper over to third baseman and Carey. Carey throws it over to second base and gets the force out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 inning for the Falmouth Commodores. Harbor Hawks still lead 1-0.
Join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Back half of the second inning, Harbor Hawks still lead 1-0. It will be 4, 5, and 6. Dylan Carey, Gavin Turley, and Jason Jones for the Falmouth Commodores.
Yeah, this is a big spot here for Ryan Dromboski to try and find himself, able to work himself out of the top of the first there with a little bit of extra help with the caught stealing from Camden Janik down to Alex Lodies. What does he have due up here to go up against the heart of this lineup?
First pitch, a line drive, falls right in front of the feet of Kane Kepley. And that is another leadoff man on for the Commodores.
Yeah, it was a slider low and away, and it's a good hit by Dylan Carey that's able to go down and reach for it and just push it out into shallow center field to base hit at any level. And he's able to get the leadoff man aboard for the Commodores, who are trying to strike some magic and get back to some winning baseball.
Next up will be the center fielder, Gavin Turley. One game so far, second game for the Commodores this summer. Got one base hit to his name, 400 on base percentage. Hit .277 this spring for Oregon State. The 1-0 delivers a slider, gets that inner part of the zone, evens the count to 1-1.
Was part of the team last summer for the Commodores, and we talk about it, Nico, and how much experience can bring to you in your second summer on the Cape.
1-1, runner goes. Throw over to Eric Snow, gets by Eric Snow. Dylan Carey will stay put at second base, gets the stolen bag.
That's a good read there by Carey. Gets the jump, and it's a good throw that's going to find Snow down in position. It was just a skipper right in front of him that he can't even to scoop out of the dirt to apply the tag on. Now runner in scoring position for the Commodores.
Fastball misses away to Turley. Right-handed batter in the box. Played 23 games for Falmouth last year. Hit .222, 3 home runs, had 17 RBIs, which could play a factor here with a runner in scoring position. 3-1 deliveries, fastball, misses, out and away. First 2 men are on.
And 2 men aboard here. And for Tromboski's going to work with some traffic again after allowing the leadoff man. At the bottom of the first, he's going to face some traffic again here now with Jason Jones up, the right fielder. Don't be shocked. They put down a bunt here, especially trying to play some small ball.
Jason Jones wearing number 5 out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Played in the SEC this past year, 83 plate appearances. First pitch to him, missed fastball, 1-0. 1-0 slider stayed up in the zone, count is 2-0.
Jones batting .296 so far on the summer with the Commodores.
Comes up here in a big spot with 2 runners on here with no outs. Another fastball missing arm side from Dromboski. Behind the count 3-0.
They're tight misses here, Nico, and it's not for the lack of being within the zone. They are in it. It's just finding that one pitch to get them over to get that hump and get the called strike.
The 28th pitch from Dromboski catches that inner part of the corner for a strike.
And 91-mile-an-hour fastball stays on the inside part of the plate with the stop sign on from Jones. What can he potentially draw up?
3-1, fastball up in the zone, fouled straight back into the glove of Janik. All full at 3-2.
Yeah, good pitch there. And 90 miles an hour upstairs on the inner part of the plate. He's tacking the inside part of Jones right now.
3 balls, 2 strikes here with no outs. Runners stay in place. Pop fly working behind home plate. Out of room is the catcher Janik. We'll do it again at 3-2.
Echo Fuller Field right in the heart of the municipality district here for the town of Falmouth. Got the rec center, senior center, and then you also have the police station right beyond the fence as that ball just landing short of the fence. Don't want to damage a cop car with a foul ball here, Nico.
We'll do it again. Dromboski, big high leg lift. Ground ball to Lodi's, flipped over to Snow, thrown over to first base, and another double play for the Harbor Hawks. 2 outs here. Dylan Carey advanced to third on the play.
Yeah, the 13th double play of the summer here for the Harbor Hawks. It's as textbook as it comes, 6-4-3. Snow's able to hustle over to the bag after the ground ball goes to Lodis, and it's a strong throw from Snow over to DeTalo. Just like that, Ryan Dromboski is looking for the put-away.
Next up will be number 7, Jack Bell from Corpus Christi, Texas. Was at Texas A&M last year, had 25 plate appearances. This will be his first game for the Commodores this summer, just getting here a couple days ago. The 1-0 is a strike up in the zone.
And one of these cool stories that only can find themselves on Cape Cod. Jack Bell's sister, Ava Bell, marketing intern here for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, not wearing Falmouth Commodores merch today, but rather Hyannis merch. I think she's cheering for the Hawks while having a rooting interest for her brother.
Absolutely, and I believe their family is here.
Yes.
Over there on the first base line. Pretty cool story there. 2-1 to the left-handed hitting Jack Bell. Fastball just getting the outer part of the zone, taken for a strike.
And moving from Texas A&M, finding himself now at TCU with Anthony Silva with the Horned Frogs.
2-2 to him is a slider down the zone, swings right over it. Jack Bell. That's another strikeout from Dromboski. Runners left stranded over there at third base. Score remains 1-0 as we head to the top of the third.
So I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hayden Frank coming in for his third inning of work. And we're talking about a little bit off air, Jacob Irons, but Hayden Frank living on that lower third quadrant. It's going to be fastball, changeup mostly, mixing it up to righties more than the lefties.
We even watched on his warm-up. It is staying right down there, right in that lower quadrant of the zone. He is doing a good job of staying low into the zone, and at that spot, not allowing anything to raise.
Yeah, especially to those righties. He's living on that lower third, fastball, changeup, breaking a lot of curveballs to lefties early. But to righties, you can definitely see he's more comfortable with that changeup. We'll try the back foot curveball late in the counts. So we saw that John Gazdar. First pitch to the lefty, Kane Kepley. Misses down and in. Kane Kepley, a leadoff double in the first. Breaking ball right there, catches the lower part of the zone, evens the count to 1-1.
Yeah, and he's the only run to come across so far in this one, and did a good job getting the leadoff man aboard and finding himself on base for that big hit from Bargo.
Back-to-back breaking balls from Hayden Frank. Kane Kepley able to take that one low in the zone. No, he didn't go. Triples back on the breaking ball. Hayden Frank, those 3 curveballs in a row to Kane Kepley. Counts 3-1.
Great time to introduce you to our United umpire and crew. Sam Finn behind home plate. Will Bowers at first base. Rick Antonio at third base, who made that appeal call saying Kepley did not go around.
3-1 lefty-lefty matchup here. Fastball turned around there from Kane Kepley. It'll go foul down the right field line.
Yeah, it's a cool ballpark here at Gov Fuller Field. Over the past 2 years, done a lot of work on it. And down that right field line, you're able to see the old stands that used to be the first baseline when the field was out a little bit more.
The 3-2, Kane Kepley gets handsy, works it down the right field line. And another way to get on base hit there by Kane Kepley.
Kane Kepley staying out in front of it again. Talk about hot bats, that's what Kane Kepley has right now, and does a good job of sneaking it in behind Bell, the second baseman, and in front of Jones. And with his speed, he is a threat on the base paths. If he can just find himself aboard, he can do the rest himself.
Yeah, a guy you have to worry about every single time he gets on base. Do have a left-hander in Hayden Frank who does a pretty good job of holding runners on. We see it right there. Leg lift, pick off to first base.
And now look for Kane Kepley. We've only seen it. It's his second time getting on against a pitcher that after seeing him through and looking for his timing that he's a little more aggressive.
Another leg lift pick off to first base. Kepley comes in standing this time.
Yeah, Kepley hit him with a little bit of a jerk of a move there, trying to see what he could get him frank enough to throw over for another pickoff.
Leg lift pitch, fastball this time, or a changeup up in the zone. John Gazzard swings right through it.
And when you live in the low part of the zone for so much, that's what you can become almost expecting. And then when you raise it, you're in a spot in that spot that you have to change your entire pitch approach as a batter.
Next pitch is also down in the zone. Counts 0-2 here to John Gazdar.
Just like that. Went high on the last pitch, then drops it right back down to the lower third that John's going to have to drop the shoulder to try and golf out. Does a good job to foul it away to keep his 0-2 alive.
When John Gazdar was down 0-2, or 2 strikes down the count, and then the first inning, he went back foot curveball. Another pick off to Kane Kepley. Hayden Frank doing a great job. It's going to be hard to steal on Hayden Frank, especially straight leg lift. Does a great job. Picked over 3 times. He understands that Kane Kepley is a major stolen base threat at first base. And there he goes. Change up low and away to Gazdar. Ground ball to third base. And Carey throws out Gazdar, but Kane Kepley able to advance on the stolen base attempt.
Now a little bit of a soft ground out for John Gazdar over to Carey. Carey looks to second, thought about it for a quick sec, then realized Kepley with his speed, who's already standing at second base adjusting his helmet, then makes the clean throw over to Barquette at first.
The runner in scoring position will be the DBU Patriot, Michael Dotalo. Grounded to the shortstop, Keelan, in his last AB. First pitch to him is a changeup, low and in, catching part of the zone.
They will not rule out a stolen base for Kane Kepley. It will be an advancement on the fielder's choice after the scoring decision.
Yeah, ball was put in play, so unfortunately, Kane Kepley getting a great jump, but not going to get the stolen base credit there. Kane Kepley does go on the 0-1 here. Change up in the dirt and perfectly timed. A smooth slide over there at third base, and now standing 90 feet away is Kane Kepley.
Don't worry, that time he's going to be credited with a stolen base. And now 90 feet away opens up the possibilities here for Michael Dotalo. Just got to elevate one deep enough into the outfield to open up the sacrifice with Kepley's speed.
Next pitch to Dotalo's. Ball fading down the right field line. Looks like it will go foul, and it does. Count is 1-2. Shortstop Keelan pulled over towards the 6 hole. Jack Bell playing what would be double play depth, having a big gap there up the middle. Keelan pulled over towards third base, and Jack Bell playing in his normal spot, second base.
Yeah, you have a little bit of room down that right field foul line if you can get it there for Dotalo.
Dotalo hits it right up the middle. Hayden Frank able to get a glove on it. Hayden Frank throwing over to the first base, Barnett, and getting the out. Kane Kepley with aggressive stolen base there gets the run.
And that's what we've seen from Mitch Carricker at the third base coaching box. If you have enough speed, as soon as contact is into the infield, you're going to get sent home, and that's what Kane Kepley does. As soon as the ground ball comes off the bat of Dotalo, he is booking it home, able to score cleanly. Frank does a good job of composing himself, getting it onto the glove, and making the throw over to get the sure out. But now, once again, the Harbor Hawks get another run here in the top of the third.
Score is 2-0 here in the top of the third. Don Vargo, the left-handed hitter from Tennessee, is due up once again. First plate appearance as a Harbor Hawk, got a base hit and an RBI. Hayden Frank now working out of the windup with no runners on. Fastball misses low and in to the left-hander Bargo.
Yeah, Bargo, great story from Tennessee, was an Omaha native in Nebraska, goes back there and wins the Men's College World Series with Tennessee in front of his family and friends, calls it one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that you just can't draw up in your mind.
1-1 was a breaking ball. Bargo swung over the top of it. Count here is 1-2 here with 2 outs. Breaking ball. Swinging right over the top of it was Bargo, and that'll be out number 3. Harbor Hawks able to scratch another run across, improve the lead to 2-0. Before we head to the bottom of the third, let's send it over to our good friend, Matt Coates.
Thanks, Nico. Nico, Jacob, I know the two of you guys remember this. Fans at home, I'm not sure if you do, but last year we had a fantastic playoff series against these Falmouth Commodores. That was the Western Division semifinals, and just coming back to Gov Fuller Field, guys, brings back some incredible memories for our side of that rivalry. As the 2 seed in the playoffs, we took care of business in Game 1 at home, 13-6 victory at McKeon Park. That game was led offensively by John Gazdar. He had 3 hits and 2 RBIs in that game, helping lead us to a 1-0 start in the series. The next day, we had some heroics here. Go Fuller Field, Game 2 of the series, 9-7, 10-inning thriller, guys. That game led by Ohio State outfielder Trey Lipsy, one of the most iconic memories of our past summer, guys. Top of the 8th inning, hits a blooper right over there in center field, falls in between the infield and the outfield, gets to first base safely. There's 2 outs, so those guys on base are hauling around. 2-run score, tie game 6-6. And then again, Trey Lipsy, he decides he's going to be more clutch. Top of the 10th inning, gets 2 more RBIs, helps the team secure victory. And I can't speak for the two of you, but I know that Game 2 of the Western Division semifinals, some of my fondest memories from last season, guys.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, I remember the thrill of it. I remember this was packed last year of interns, fans. What a game. Unbelievable. The heart, the dramatic of it. What a game.
The cowbells, that's all I can hear. I think back, I can close my eyes, and I can hear the cowbells ringing right now, Matt, after that vivid description. I can hear it. I can hear the cowbells ringing with the Harbor Hawks leaning on the cowbells during their playoff run last summer, and it was one of those games that just had the energy. It just had Friday night light energy here at Gov Fuller Field, and excited to get back here and play some baseball.
Dromboski's first pitch of this bottom of the third is a flipped over slider for a strike. And Matt Coates, if you're okay with it, we're going to keep you around here for a couple innings here if you're down with it.
Of course. Love to stay on with the boys.
Glad to have you. First pitch to him was a slider for a strike. Back-to-back sliders. This one down in the zone, even count to 1-1.
Yeah, and here for Dromboski, staying low. That time dropping down to 76 miles an hour with the off-speed pitch, trying to elicit some swing and miss.
1-1 was a fastball up and in. The TCU Horned Frog fouls it back over the netting of home plate.
Yeah, guys, when you see Ryan Dromboski, this start has been the same as his others, allowing some guys on base, but thus far done a great job preventing them from getting all the way around to home plate.
1-2 is a fastball. Just misses down the way. Count is even at 2-2. Dromboski is a guy who has worked in traffic so far this summer, given up 9 hits, has had a good amount of walks, had some struggling with command early in the games. Another slider and another foul ball hit over home plate.
And coming into this game had a whip of 1.77. So what a whip is for viewers at home, it's about the average amount of what a runner is on when you are pitching in that spot. So it's a walks and a hits in your innings pitch. So it's a 1.7. So he is averaging just short of 2 runners on each half inning he pitches.
2-2 misses glove side from the right-hand Dromboski. 3-2. And to go off that, Jacob, that's a great stat, is he does have a high whip, so there's a lot of people are getting on, but still able to hold a 1.23 ERA. So a lot of guys getting on, but not a lot of people able to score. 3-2 is the slider, misses down and away, and that is the third leadoff man for the Falmouth Commodores on.
Yeah, guys, when you think about that stat, 1.7 whip, that means if you get 2 guys on per inning, you got a guy in scoring position, not something Dromboski's heart rate is a big fan of, I'm sure, or the rest of his infield. But like we saw the last inning, he trusts his defense, gets double plays, gets guys on, gets them out of there. So, hey, whatever's working, keeps that sub-2 ERA, Nico. No one's going to complain about that.
Leadoff man is aboard, number 6, Isaiah Barquette. Due up the 9-hole. First pitch to him is a strike down in the zone.
Yeah, when clutch time comes on, don't worry, Ryan Dromboski's going to dial it up. Not saying the first batter isn't, it's just those first batters in every half inning, it feels like they work him well, and then he dials it back in after letting them on.
The 0-1 is a hard ground ball in between first and second base to Talo and Snow. And that is once again, the first 2 men are on in back-to-back innings for the Commodores.
You talked about clutch time, Jacob Irons. There's a reason that Ryan Dromboski in his sophomore year at the University of Pennsylvania won Ivy League Pitcher of the Year. That does not come by accident. This guy's used to difficult situations. He's used to high leverage. Hopefully, another high leverage situation here, guys, in the bottom of the third. He can get the Hawks out of it.
Score is 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. First 2 men are on. Dromboski first pitch, the back foot slider. Not getting the swing. 1-0.
So we see that ball low in the count, guys. We've talked to manager Mitch Carragher before. His big thing, get ahead in the count. We'll see Dromboski's approach now as he falls behind.
1-0, high leg lift. Another ball down in the zone. Count is 2-0.
Just give Matt Coates one sentence. So insightful with one sentence there. Can't really say anything else, but That is exactly what Mitch Carricker wants. Throw strikes and be ahead. If you can be ahead, then you can work in those different arsenal pitches that Dromboski is trying to dip into with that slider after the fastball not being able to get there.
And the 2-0, it's another hard ground ball in between Detallo and Snow. Moving station to station will be the Falmouth Commodores, and the bases are loaded here with no outs.
Yeah, it's almost a copycat of what Isaiah Barquette just did in the last AB for Jackson Willits. It's a slow grounder between Snow and Detallo with Snow shaded over to that second base bag. You can't really do anything about it. But now Tanner Cunha, the assistant pitching coach, out to have a convo here with bases loaded, still nobody away, facing some traffic here.
Yeah, Nico, former pitcher yourself, is that not a catcher mindset we hear out of Mitch Carricker? Hey, man, just throw strikes. Simple as that.
I feel that's every night, though. We grab him every day, and I love Mitch. Mitch is maybe the greatest person I get to talk to about baseball insight. But when it comes to pitching and when I ask him what do they need to do to be successful tonight, the answer is always one thing for every pitcher. It does not matter who is pitching. It is throw strikes, be ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I just took that, I could be a great pitching coach, guys.
Yeah, Nico Sharp, maybe that's something you can add in your arsenal. Go on ahead if you ever find yourself in a coaching uniform. Hey, just throw strikes, buddy. You'll be all right.
The first pitch, left-handed hitting, Gavin Keelan's fouled off to the netting.
But I think that's really what separates Mitch Carricker as one of those good coaches, because you can keep it simple. You don't need to really rev it up and have these complex soliloquies to your pitching staff. If you can keep it simple and keep the messaging clear, that's huge.
The 0-1 backdoor slider in for a taken strike.
To echo that, Jacob Irons, I mean, we just saw a mound visit. Couldn't have been more than 10 seconds. You see it from this coaching staff. Keep it simple. And while we're joking about it, sometimes that's what you need. Dromgoski is a high-energy guy. He just needed Tanner Cunha to go out there and say, hey, buddy, there's a reason you're out here. We trust you. Get it done.
Quickly gets ahead up an 0-2. Attempts the backdoor slider, misses arm side. Counts 1-2.
And that's what that pitch is, that backdoor slider that you've talked about so much, Nico, is once he gets ahead, he wants to lean on that backdoor slider to the best of his ability to try and be that put away.
Delivery misses far outside as a fastball coming at 90 miles per hour. Counts 2-2.
Great play there by Camden Janik with the bases loaded and no out. Really extended his left arm there. If you hadn't done that, guys, I think at least one run is coming home there.
It got a little bit of a deep backstop here at Gun Fuller Field, so you got to be on your A game as a catcher to not let anything by you.
Bases loaded here, 2-2. Foul ball towards third base. Silva and Janet going under it, running out of room over there at third base. And we'll do it again. Count still remains 2-2.
And from Dromboski, just trying to find that one out here in the batter's box before he opens himself up to the double play possibility with bases loaded that he could try and work out of it again with another turn.
Infield remains in double play depth up the middle. On the corner, Silva playing even with the bag, and Detallo has toes on the grass over there at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, left-handed hitter, fastball blown right by him, 90 miles per hour for out number 1.
Big time there from Ryan Dromboski, guys. Highest of leverage situations, bases loaded, 0 out. Quick mound visit, you know what he does, goes out there and gets a swinging K there. Got to shoot his confidence up, got to give the confidence of his defenders up. Trust him to go out there and get it done. Now, a double play gets you out of this jam.
And next up will be the hot hitter, Luke Gaffney. 386 so far this summer. Hit 359 this spring, so this is a guy who's carried his hot bat from the spring into the summer. First pitch to him is a slider. Gaffney fouls it over towards first base. And when Dromboski is able to get ahead in the counts, that's what opens up his arsenal. Because when he's gotten behind in counts, then he has to rely more on that fastball. And that's why you saw the 2 leadoff base hits, the 2 fastballs. So when you get fastball counts, these hitters are jumping all over it. 0-1 here with 1 out. Base is still loaded. Fastball catches the outer part of the corner. 89 miles per hour, gets ahead in the count. 0-2.
And just like that, we talk about being ahead in count. We talk about Mitch Carricker's messaging. Now that's what Ryan Dromboski is ahead in the count here against Gaffney, one of the hottest hitters on Cape right now.
And that's what you have to do against these hot hitters. Get up in the count. Now it opens up your arsenal to anything you want. He decides to go with a 0-2 slider. Well placed as a strikeout pitch, but Luke Gaffney able to spit on it. 1-2.
You can really see Dromboski's strategy there. Last at bat, Jacob Irons, you talked about it. That arm side slider trying to catch the inside of the plate. This time a right-handed batter trying to get him chase outside.
Another high leg lift. Goes back-to-back sliders. One up in the zone, just misses glove side. Count is 2-2 here to Luke Gaffney.
And here on these 2-2s, he's trying to flirt with the zone. Look for him to try and go attack in the zone again. Speed it up with a fastball.
Gaffney's a guy who does very well with runners on. 64 RBIs this spring. Fastball up in the zone down the first base line. And running out of room will be Datala over that first base. Count still 2-2.
Yeah, not a shock there, like you said, Jacob. Look for him to attack the zone, that 2-2 count. Walt Dombrowski's a guy who's given up some walks this summer. He knows in this situation he can't afford to give up a walk. A walk leads to a run, so he was going to attack there, go right at the batter, hopefully get another out.
Base is still loaded here. Infield remains the same. Double play depth up the middle. Still looks like playing a step or two behind even at third base. Datal still out tilting the grass. 2-2 is fouled straight back from Gaffney into the netting. Keeping it at bat alive, 2-2.
Gaffney doing a great job fighting here, seeing these pitches that are borderline. Doesn't want to look here, doesn't want to go out looking. Fighting these pitches away, trying to find his pitch.
Since the count's gone to 2-2, Dromboski's only shown fastballs. There it is, breaks off the slider, starting at the front shoulder. And that is back-to-back big-time strikeouts from Dromboski.
Guys, we've just seen mound visit, bases loaded, 0 outs, 0-2 count, strikeout. Another 0-2 count, strikeout. Dromboski's getting ahead and being extremely successful when he's done so. Hopefully, we can see him do it for a third time here.
Bases still remain loaded. Dromboski having 2 outs here. And it'll be the third baseman, Dylan Carey, up to the plate. Hitting .350, another guy swinging the bat well. First pitch is a slider. In for a strike. Dromboski getting ahead in the count here at 0-1.
Yeah, with that mindset change that Matt Coach just talked about, once you're ahead, and he has changed it once that meeting on the mound has come, and his energy is there.
0-1, fastball in, and just clips the arm of Dylan Carey, and that'll be a hit by pitch, and the runners will all move 90 feet closer, and that'll be the first run for the Falmouth Commodores.
Tough way to surrender your first run there if you're Ryan Dromboski. Obviously not what you want to do, as we see Mitch Carriger walking into the mound now.
Mitch Carriger, normally this will signify.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
New arm for the Harbor Hawks will be number 42, Andres Galan from Cal Berkeley. 6'4" guy. Good fastball. Seen him so far here for the Harbor Hawks. Having ERA above 6 at a 6.75. Did get credit with the win in one of his 2 appearances. 5 in the innings, third. 3 hits given up, 4 runs allowed. This is a guy that they trust in a high leverage situation, and we see it right here.
Yeah, and for Galan, they're going to come in, and we talk about it time and time again, Nico, of the 2-out pitching change. Is that Galan can only come in here and just needs to find that final out and work out of this bases loaded jam that Dromboski's put him in. Just got to find that one final out, but he's going to have to go up against Gavin Turley.
Gavin Turley batting .250 so far this summer. Got a walk last inning in the bottom half of the second. Comes in here in a big spot. Bases loaded. 2 outs here. First pitch to him is a breaking ball fouled straight back into the padding. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, we see Ryan Dromboski exit there after 2 2/3 of an inning. Not the way he wanted to go out with that hit by pitch, but guys, what a gutsy performance for him today. Throughout his night, 5 strikeouts, 2 of those coming after he loaded the bases with no outs in this half inning. Really impressive that he was able to go out there, get those 2 Ks. Unfortunately, his last pitch of the day clipped a guy, brought in a run.
Back-to-back breaking balls for Galan. Yeah, and that pitch is going to be a pitch that Dromboski's going to want back. You know, able to bear down, getting back-to-back strikeouts, and just leaving that pitch a little bit too much arm side. Didn't get quite around it. Just barely clipping the shoulder of Carey. Galan quickly up ahead, 0-2. High leg lift. Fastball up in the zone. Able to foul down first baseline.
Galan up 0-2 in the count, which is huge here. Got runners on second and third base. Credited to Dromboski, so we know Ryan's the biggest fan of Galan right now.
Willits at third. Carson will be Willits at third base, working the walk or the base hit earlier this inning, staying 9 feet away. The 0-2 is another fastball, fouled straight back towards those police cars. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, nothing like the tactilers at work there if it's a foul ball hitting off of one, but good job there by Turley. Defended off. Galan just trying to find that put-away pitch after being ahead 0-2.
It will be Barquette at third, Willits at second, and Carey at first base. Here with the bases loaded. 2 outs, 1 pitch away is Galan. The delivery is a breaking ball. Great take there by Turley. Slider misses down the way.
Once again, seeing Cam Janik, guys, stopping a ball in the dirt. Can't overstate it enough. If that goes by with the bases loaded, you could be seeing a run score. Can't overstate his ability to get his hand down there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, number 17, Turley from Oregon State. That'll be a breaking ball that catches the inner part of the zone. 3 runners are left on base for the Commodores, but they're able to scratch 1 across off the hit by pitch. Score here as we enter the top of the 4th. 2-1, Harbor Hawks lead.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Back here at Gov Fuller Field, here for the top of the fourth, Hayden Frank going in for his fourth inning of work, and he will face Lodies, Janik, and Snow here due up in this inning.
Yeah, I really hope we can see a big performance out of Lodies here in this plate appearance. His friend, Jackson West, in his first game in a Harbor Hawks uniform, 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Something about these new Harbor Hawks, mans, they go out and they contribute.
First pitch to him is a string pulled by Hayden Frank, changeup 0-1.
Yeah, you look at Blake Cavell, the former Falmouth Commodore, first game in, homer. Then you look at Jackson West in the same debut game against Brewster on Saturday.
Back-to-back changeups there to the right-handed Lodies, 0-2.
He's able to go 4 for 5 on the day, has a stellar day. Look for Lodies, who's itching to get back to baseball, to try and follow that up.
0-2 tries to climb the ladder up in the zone. Lodies takes it.
Not to mention our other newcomer today, Dalton Bargo, got a hit in his first plate appearance as a Harbor Hawk. I was talking to our baseball ops. I was like, hey, what's going on? Are you guys doing something with these new guys? They're killing it.
The 1-2, pop fly down first base. Right into the fan group right there. Able to find some grass, did not hit anybody.
Great showing today, guys, here at Gov Fuller Field. Lots of fans here to watch the Commodores work.
And that's going to be what you can expect every night here on Cape Cod, especially this 4th of July week here, Matt Coates. 4th is when all across Cape it really comes alive.
1-2, hard ground ball to first base, getting by Barrett and advancing, rounding first base in the hard turn and sliding into second base smoothly as Lodies. And that is an extra hustle double for Alex Lodies.
Yeah, we saw that ball hit very hard by Mr. Lodies off the glove of the first baseman. Bounced a little bit. That awkward knock off by the first baseman allowed it to dribble into the beginning of the outfield, allowing our guy to round first base and get a maybe not the most traditional of doubles, guys.
No, not traditional, but with Lodi's speed, he wanted to try and go grab an extra bag, and he's able to do it, and does it in style, too. Losing the helmet in the process, had so much speed around in first that he went right by the second baseman, and as he did, the helmet came flying off, and he's able to grab it back after the time, and now stands in scoring position for Camden Janik.
0 for 1 today is Camden Janik. Struck out in his last plate appearance. First pitch off speed, right on the hands for a strike.
Yeah, a guy in scoring position with no outs is huge after just surrendering the first run of the game for the Harbor Hawks. Looking to tack on some more, add on to the lead, give a little cushion.
Breaking ball, back foot. Janik swings, fouls it towards first base. Hayden Frank doing a great job of mixing his pitches in early. His arsenal, he's shown he can pitch backwards, but also, which means throwing your breaking balls early, throwing that off-speed changeup early, but also having it able to throw his fastball, keep everything low in the zone, which only allows every pitch to tunnel off each other. Doing a great job of keeping this Harbor Hawks off balance so far. Changeup down the zone, fouled off, hits the first base dugout over there. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, good job by Janik there, dropping his shoulder to try and extend out the zone, making sure anything that was borderline that he's able to get wood on, foul it off, and keep his at-bat alive.
Alex Lodi standing on second base at the Florida State. Another foul ball straight back from Camden Janik. Alex Lodi's wearing the Florida State glove, team issued.
Yeah, you gotta make sure, like we've talked about on this winning streak, that couple extra inches really make a difference sometimes when you're sliding in.
Count remains 0-2 to Camden Janik. Breaking ball, pulling it down the line towards the left fielder in Gaffney, able to make the play. Retreating back second base will be Lotus.
Well struck ball there by Camden Janik. Unfortunately, right towards our left fielder, able to get over just a few feet and make the play. But you can't really complain from Janik there. Hit the ball well, right on the screws.
That's a ball that was trailing off down into the left field foul territory, and with Gaffney's frames, able to extend out his arm, reach out for it, and grab it as he extended back on that right-hand shoulder for his ability to glove it and get the out.
Hayden Frank wasting no pitches there, staying 0-2. Lodis on the pitch will try to stay to third base, and he comes in sliding. And sliding in safe, advancing another 90 feet closer will be Alex Lodis.
And now that opens up a world of possibilities. We were talking off air within our broadcast booth. Harbor Hawks have a feeling like you want to grab a second one here after allowing one to slip away on that hit by pitch from Dromboski. If you can grab one here, put yourself back into a 2-run lead, feels more comfortable than one.
The 0-1 to Eric Snow is a fastball spiked into the ground. Great job by the Horned Frog behind home plate Bowen to keep it in front of him.
Jacob, you mentioned how we would love to get one here at our cushion. Who better than to be at the dish right now, guys, than Eric Snow, who entering the game, leading the team in batting average. Hopefully he can keep up that hot streak, put a ball in play here, bring his friend home.
Yeah, leading the team with that .344 batting average. With Alex Lodis only 90 feet away. Kind of 1-1 here with one out. Left-handed batter Nick Groves on deck. And as a ground ball towards the glove side of Hayden Frank, flipping it to home plate but getting over the head of Bowen. Eric Snow running into second base. Another swim move and gets in safely over at second base after the error by Hayden Frank.
And it's another one of those slow grounders, and it's off the bat with now Lodis off to their stolen base into third. It's an aggressive call from Mitch Carricker to send. And it's one of those calls that make them make the play. It's something that me and my dad say consistently in baseball, especially on one of those plays at home. Make them make the play at home and make them have the ability to try and get the tag down. You think about it. You got to get a clean throw. You got to have a good tag down, and you got to try and beat a speedy runner. In that situation, it's a bad throw from Hank that flies over the head of Bowen, and that's able to bring one in safely, and it's a good call by Sean Riley, ultimately having his hand out the entire way to Eric Snow, who doesn't even look back and just recognizes and trusts his first base coach to send him over to second base in a good spot. Now another in scoring position.
And such a tough play there by Hayden Frank. Hayden Frank falling down towards the right side, and the ball hit to that right side, but that's a glove side play. So to be able to glove it and then flip it somehow to home plate while having his shoulder square to third base, it's a very tough play for the southpaw on the mound to make. Eric Snow in scoring position at second base. Reached on that fielder's choice. Leg lift over to second base. Eric Snow goes back in standing.
Guys, going back to that run we just scored there, where Alex Lodis, that aggressive run home, we saw earlier in this game a similar play. That time Hayden Frank picked it up, allowed the runner to come home, and took the insurance run out at first base. Interesting how here he thinks he can make the play at third, goes for it, and that allows the Harbor Hawks to score a run.
Breaking ball missed down in the dirt, count is 2-0.
You're forgetting the best part there, Nico. Nick Groves showed bunt there for a quick set, pulled back. I love small ball Nico Sharp. Nick Groves always works on bunting in the turtle in his first round of BP.
1-0 is a fastball missing down the zone.
Jacob Myers, even better than him showing the bunt here is when we were at Fenway Day yesterday. Nick Groves, first time he was in the box, every time he put down a bunt, let those MLB scouts know, I'll get on base anyway.
2-0 deliveries missed down and away. Nick Rose improves the count to 3-0, and just by showing bunt right there, you know, we've talked about this multiple times, just by showing bunt, it brings in that third baseman in Dylan Carey, which opens up the 6 hole, especially with the shortstop Keelan covering Eric Snow over at second base, keeping him honest. That opens up that 6 hole tremendously to have the third baseman in Carey, even with the bag. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Nick Groves as the fastball misses glove side.
Nick Groves, very similar to our other outfielder starting night who has been there the whole season. Standing in the on-deck circle, number 11, Kane Kepley. Guys that are a threat to get on base anyway, willing to take pitches. We see that walk there. They're not going to expand the zone. They're going to take their free base because once they get on the base paths, they're dangerous. Threats to steal, threats to come around, score some cheap runs for the Hawks.
That will mount the mound visit. And the Commodore bullpen is getting going. Got another southpaw working the bullpen for the Commodores. Anthony Silva due up next, the right-handed batter. playing third base today for the first time, quarter way through the season. Ground into the inning-ending fielder's choice over there at third base.
It'll be Edward Hart, left-handed pitcher from Duke in San Antonio, Texas, starting to go through his motions in the Falmouth Commodores bullpen.
Little conversation there between Anthony Silva and the catcher Bowen, both Horned Frogs. And then over in the bullpen from San Antonio, Texas, also from San Antonio, Texas, Anthony Silva there at the plate.
If we know Nico Sharp, he's going to shout out his Texas boys, that's for sure.
Lone Star State. Can't get it by Nico Sharp any broadcast.
Jacob Irons just said the Lone Star State, the best state, off camera a little bit earlier today.
When did I ever?
Totally agree with that, Jacob Irons. Just wanted to give you credit for that quote, that wonderful quote earlier.
Come on. No, you got to be a nutmegger. Go from Connecticut, man. Land of steady habits, Constitution State. Come on.
I didn't even know that state existed. Counts 0-1 here. Breaking ball to Anthony Silva's up in the zone.
As a Northeast man myself, I can confirm Jacob Irons said no such silly thing about Texas earlier in this broadcast.
It was right before you got here, Matt Coates. You just missed it, unfortunately. But it was a great one, let me tell you. He has some truth to it. Jacob Irons, the guy from Notre Dame, NBC Sports, the guy does not miss. He says a lot of great quotes, and they are truthful. Count is 2-1 here to Anthony Silva. Here in the hitter's count with 2 runners on.
Guys, I want to give a quick shout out to our producer, Dan Bodolino, sitting behind us right now. Pointing out to me, Anthony Silva wearing Wallace Clark's helmet today. He said, Silva, maybe off to a slower start here on the Cape. Maybe he's looking for a little juju. Got that Hyannis Harbor Hawk blue on his crown tonight. Maybe he could take advantage of a runner in scoring position here.
And it fouls off that pitch right there and does a good job keeping his at-bat alive, extending out the zone. Now in a 2-2. What happens here in a big spot with a runner in scoring position for the Harbor Hawks?
Eric Snow on second base. Nick Groves over there on first base. Those are the 2 runners on for the Harbor Hawks here on top of the 4th. Anthony Silva checks the swing, doesn't go. Pulls the count to 3-2.
Yeah, Will Bowers, the first base umpire, saying he did not go around. A good hold there from Silva. Now sets up for a big 3-2 pitch.
Full count here with 1 out. Breaking ball. Silva sends it up the middle. Falls right at the feet of Turley. Turley comes in hot, not able to make the play. And the bases are loaded here with 1 out. And the lineup will flip over to Kane Kepley.
It's big to see guys in this lineup working full counts, getting 3 balls. We talked about it earlier. Hayden Frank is not known for walking guys. This season in college only walked 2 batters. So far on Cape, only walked 1 batter. He's walked 1 today in this inning. Nick Groves, who's on second base. And Anthony Silva just made it a full count, threatened to walk, made Hayden Frank pound the zone, and he gets himself on board safely, loading the bases for our guy, Kane Kepley.
And that's what Hayden Frank's going to do. 15 strikeouts to 2 walks thus far in this summer, in the quarter way through the summer. First pitch to Kane Kepley's fouled over the press box here to get ahead 0-1.
Kane Kepley, I mentioned him earlier. He's a guy who can get on base through a variety of ways. He's behind the count here. Interesting to see how his approach is going to be.
Kepley scored 2 of the 3 runs. Hard ground ball to first base, and Barquette goes to the home plate, gets out number 1, tries to make the play over that first base, but Kane Kepley using the speed to be safe at first. Score still remains the same, 3-1.
And it's a great time to bring up our Robert B.R. Construction Company Players of the Week. It was Kane Kepley, our hitter of the week, with an on-base percentage of .579 with an OPS of .852, stealing 2 bags and 6 runs. While the pitcher of the week was Aaron Savory, pitching 4 innings, no earned runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. There, that is our Robert B. Our Construction Company Players of the Week.
First pitch to John Gazzar in the dirt. Great block there by Bowen. And those guys are just finding ways to get it done. We talked about both Kepley a lot, as well as Aaron Savory putting those 4 innings of scoreless baseball in his last appearance, doing a great job. Bases loaded, fastball up in the zone. Ball 2 for John Gazdar.
Guys, the reason Kane Kepley is so valuable, and something you weren't able to see listening to our radio broadcast here, Kane Kepley smoked that ball to first base went right home to get the force plate and not allow a run to score. But Kane Kepley's so quick. He beat that ball out to home. With most guys, if they hit that ball, that's a double play. That's going to take you out of the inning there. But right now, 2 outs, the bases are still loaded. Harbor Hawks have a great chance to add a few more runs with a guy like John Gazdar at the plate.
Yeah, John Gazdar in a hitter's count here, 2-1. Oh, yeah, the speed of Kane Kepley. That's a tailor-made double play. Hard ground ball right to Barquette. Perfect throw to the catcher Bowen, and a perfect throw back to Barquette, and somehow Kane Kepley able to beat it out. Changeup, just catching a part of the plate. Taken for a strike is John Gazdar. Count is even, 2-2.
And here for the Harbor Hawks, you want to try and take advantage with bases loaded. Don't want to leave 3 ducks on the pond here early, especially when you're taking on the Commodores and trying to put yourselves in front by a handed margin early.
2 balls, 2 strikes, fastball up in the zone. Gazdar just using his hands, putting it in the first base dugout.
Great job by Gazdar there. A pitch that didn't look like he really wanted to, but it was in the zone. He had to fight it off, stay alive, live to see another day.
Hayden Frank doing a great job of only allowing 1 run to plate across here with bases loaded. This will be his 81st pitch of his outing. Gazdar, high fly ball to center field. Getting under it, it will be Turley. And that will be out number 3. Harbor Hawks leave 3 runners stranded. Able to play 1 run across to extend the lead. Get their run back from the bottom of the second. Score is 3-1. Harbor Hawks lead going to the bottom of the 4th.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent-care. Cape Cod Healthcare.
Andres Galan comes in for another inning of work. Score is 3-1. Harbor Hawks still lead. Due up this inning for the Commodores will be Jason Jones, Jack Bell, and Carson Bowen.
Guys, obviously not what we wanted to do there, leaving the bases loaded against Hayden Frank. But you have to say, heading into this game, he had a 1.29 ERA. Getting 3 runs across through 4 innings, still pretty incredible. We know Frank, and we know he's an amazing pitcher.
Yeah, great pitcher indeed, and someone that's looking to hear his name called in July.
1-1 climbs the ladder, 91 from Galan. Gets a swinging strike.
Great pitch there, get it high in the zone. Get those eyes to beat for the batter. Saw a high fastball, had to swing at it.
Count is 1-2 to the Fayetteville man. Fastball up in the zone, climbs the ladder once again, gets a swinging strikeout.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Andres Galan as he welcomes himself into this ball game. And it's a good pitch that's able to get upstairs, and once again at a fastball, able to find himself past Jones, and now brings up Jack Bell.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Camden Janik saw that swing on the first fastball, went right back to it, got the K.
First pitch of the Aggies, a foul ball, hit straight back. second pitch is to 0-1 is a taken strike. Count as 0-2.
Yeah, Bell tried to check that swing there. Looked like it either just went around or is in the zone. Finds himself in a rough count.
0-2 is a fouled ball straight back. Jack Bell able to use his hands there and get extended, able to find some wood.
And for Jack Bell here, making his first summer appearance in the lineup for Falmouth.
As a hard ball hit towards Eric Snow, full extended dive. Eric Snow able to make the play and get out number 2 for the Harbor Hawks.
Eric Snow, more like Eric Superman. He's laying out for that one. It is a low liner that's going to start turning on Snow. It started to turn back by the second base bag. Looked like it was going to be a surefire hit for Bell in his first of the summer, but it's Eric Snow leaping out of the air, extending out, and just getting a glove under it in the full Superman to get the out.
Yeah, that's a play when you see Eric Snow dive there. You think he's just going to smother that ball, catch it off the bounce. Don't limit the damage. Don't let it get to the outfield. But somehow, some way, he extends, gets his glove under it for a fantastic out.
Next up will be the Horned Frog, Carson Bowen. Worked a walk and later came and scored back in the third. Count as 1-2 to him after a breaking ball catch the lower third of the strike zone.
For Snow, he hit that dirt as hard as you can after the dive.
Hard breaking ball, liner, and Alex Lodius will float on over to it. And that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Harbor Hawks. We'll head to the top of the 5th here. Score remains 3-1.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Hey, Hawks fans, if you live on Cape Cod or know someone who does, tell them to host a Hawk. The Harbor Hawks are in need of host families as the 2024 season continues, and we need your help. Email us today at harborhawks@gmail.com to join our family.
New arm for the Falmouth Commodores will be number 35, Edward Hart. From San Antonio, Texas, goes to Duke, 6'5" southpaw. He's thrown 5 innings for the Commodores so far, only a 1.8 ERA, only get up 1 run on 5 hits in those 5 innings thrown. This guy has done very well for him, struck out 3 guys. Walked 4, though, a little bit of command issues so far, but able to hold the runners down to only a 1.8 ERA, doing a great job so far this season.
Falmouth Commodores must have the Nico Sharp scouting report. They see a guy's coming from Texas. Sign him up.
First pitch from the southpaw misses inside to the debut Patriot, Michael DiTallo.
What you don't know, Matt Coates, right now is that Nico Sharp's contract is in negotiation with Falmouth to get picked up for the 5th option.
Breaking news, first trade in Cape Cod Baseball League history. Nico Sharp is trading out the headset for a fresh pair of cleats right here in Gulf Fuller Field.
Yeah, I probably got traded for a bag of sunflower seeds. Hopefully it was ranch. Hopefully one of the good clients at least, not original. The Talo deep fly ball to the center fielder, Turley. Able to get under and out number 1 for the Commodores.
See a couple Hyannis batters here getting under balls that look like they will hit, but right towards the outfield defense of the Commodores. Credit these pitchers. While they're giving up contact, it's good contact that's leading to outs.
And Gunfuller Field here is a little bit of a graveyard. The outfield is so vast here that it feels with no real corner that's a little bit of a cheap shot. It's pretty even all the way around with a straight 385 to center at Gov Fuller.
First pitch of Dalton Bargo, fouled off down the first base line.
So it just feels so massive. Anything off the bat, you feel like it could run for days, but it just really dies up into the air and finds itself on outfield grass.
Dalton Bargo calling time real quick. Got something in the eye. Here with 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Dalton Bargo, 1 for 2 on the day, striking out swinging, back in the third, getting a base hit in his first at bat as a Harbor Hawk. Takes a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-2.
Dalton Bargo bringing a championship mentality here by Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Obviously, just had a very successful trip to Omaha. Maybe he can have a very successful trip this Cape Cod summer. Add another ring to his collection this summer, guys.
Yeah, Coach Riley, first time he met him during BP, said, hey, 1-1, why not win a second one here? But led off with the kid, of course, as Sean Riley, the true New Englander he is.
1-2 breaking ball, stays up in the zone, fouled straight back from Embargo, just missing it.
Guys, I think the Harbor Hawks do a great job here recruiting players who also go to universities that don the color orange.
Yeah.
Got to use his Tennessee armband here. Eric Snow, once he put on that orange armband, I'm not sure. Is that for his commitment to play for the Auburn Tigers of the SEC, or is it Harbor Hawk orange?
1-2 fastball up in the zone, but just catching a part of it. Goes down looking is Bargo.
Yeah, Bargo froze on the 74-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch.
Hitting third around this lineup will be the shortstop, Alex Lodis. Lodis, 1 for 2 on the day, able to stretch out that double, that hard ground ball that got by Barquette. 1-0, misses arm side from the lefty on the mound. Counts 2-0.
Lodis had that big double back in the fourth.
Two-one pitch is another foul ball.
Hey, you talk about coming ready, these players with orange, Matt Coates. I come ready. Orange is already with me.
2-1 breaking ball, back foot. Lodi's able to take it down low. Count moves to 3-1, moves into another even better hitter's count.
I'm so proud of myself on that one.
I'm sure you are. 3-1. Just catches the bottom part of the zone. Lodi styles ball 4. Count moves 3-2 here with 2 outs. I mean, I guess. 3 balls, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Lodi's hard ground ball down third base line, just missing foul.
And Fair just cuts in bag.
Well, what's the story on that? You came ready for the season.
Coming in here in the late innings, maybe he can give us some depth and help shut down this Commodores offense.
Fastball up in the zone, fouled back, and Barquette letting his teammates know that his fastball having a little bit of sink to it. Luke Nichols is a left. He's going to work away, and he's going to have that nice two-seam arm side run, and Barquette communicating that with the dugout after he sees that fastball low and away and fouls it off. Barquette, right-handed batter in the box from Stetson. Transfer from NC State back in 2023. Breaking ball, back foot slider, taken literally once again, and it hits Isaiah Barquette.
Yeah, Barquette couldn't get his back foot out of there, but he is gingerly walking around on the first base foul territory there as he's slow to get over to first base after the ball. But today kicks off a big stretch right now for Hyannis. They have 6 games in 6 days after the off day in Fenway Park yesterday. It is going to be crucial for their pitching staff to be able to stay within arms that you think you need to use so that you can get rest for those arms, because 6 games in 6 days, especially here in this week, especially when there's so much roster turnover right now because your beginning of the year guys are now starting to reach their inning limits. And it's one of those spots that it's going to be a big managerial decisions for everyone involved to figure out your pitching rotation here over these next 6 days, with guys leaving while also guys are starting to come in, and while you also have to maintain the arms that you have here all summer long.
First pitch at the top of the order, Jackson Willits, the ball down in the zone, 1-0. Next pitch is a chopper hit to Alex Lodi's, flipped over to Eric Snow, thrown over to first base to Talo, and not in time. And reaching on a fielder's choice will be Jackson Willits.
Jacob, you mentioned this crucial stretch the Harbor Hawks are about to go on. 6 games in 6 days, really tough as it is. When you look at the opponents that we have to face, it makes it even more tough. Starting tomorrow, we're going to have 2 back-to-back games with the YD Red Sox, the beasts in the East right now, currently sitting atop the Eastern Division. And then right after that, we're going to have the Wareham Gatemen, who are currently sitting atop the West. So it's going to be a tough stretch for the Harbor Hawks. A team has proved to be streaky this season. Hopefully they can stay hot through this tough stretch.
Luke Nichols, leg lift pick off to first base. Coming back in standing will be Willits. Yeah, the YD Red Sox, when you look over to them, I mean, they're a team that can do no wrong over there in the East, sitting at 10-3. As Luke Nichols, the southpaw, another leg lift pick to first base.
Yeah, their team is fully loaded, and they've got a full roster ready to contribute.
Left-hander Gavin Keeling staying in the box, had that base hit back in the 5th, fouls it off to the Commodore dugout in first base. Struck out his first 2 plate appearances, then a very nice base hit to back it up back in the 5th. Harbor Hawks wearing the blue tops, gray pants. For the Commodores, will be their black jerseys with the maroon lettering. Fastball backs up on Janik, gets behind, and advancing 90 feet closer will be Jackson Willits in scoring position.
Complimented Janik so far for his fantastic defense, has saved this team some runs. Obviously, unfortunately, not able to make that play there. Have a guy advance to scoring position. Luckily, we have a guy like Nichols on the mound. Phenomenal pitcher. Hopefully he can work himself out of this.
And that's just a fastball that, he's working inside right there. So that fastball, trying to get his thumb around it, and just backs up on him. Elbow goes out. It's hard to get your thumb inside of that baseball. Ball got around. That's a hard swing down the first base line from Gavin Keeling. Stopping at third base will be Willits, and advancing on the throw from the right fielder Groves will be Gavin Keeling. Runners are in scoring position for the Commodores.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. It's a hard hit ball off the bat, 90 miles an hour that he's able to tattoo over to the right side of the infield. It's a low line driver that drops in front, but Groves' arms has enough power to it to elicit a stop sign to Willits at third base, but now in scoring position here to Gaffney.
Yeah, big strong throw though, but misses the cutoff man to Talo. So as soon as Gavin Keeling saw the ball go up in the air and knew it had no chance of going through the cutoff man to Talo, he advances to second on the throw. So big strong throw though, but missing the cutoff man was so big right there, allowing Gavin Keeling to work and remove the double play threat and advancing to second base to have 2 ducks on the pond for the Commodores. Count is 1-0 to Luke Gaffney, who's still looking for his first hit. Having a hat trick so far, striking out in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Comes up in a big spot though, however. A guy who's been seeing the ball well this summer.
Yeah, Nico, you look at that throw from Groves, kind of a catch-22 situation. That big, strong throw keeps that guy in third base, won't round the corner and get there for a score, but of course that adds a second runner in scoring position there. Get some and you lose some there on that throw.
2-0 pitch, just gets to the bottom part of the zone to make the count 2-1 here. Luke Gaffney still in the hitter's count. Got to be careful here of the guy who's been swinging the bat well, hitting 370. Breaking ball, hard hit into the left center gap, and just able to get down. 1 run will score easily in Willits. Keeling will come around second to the score, and just like that, this game has been turned on the upside of the head. Falmouth Commodores lead 4-3.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there from Luke Gaffney. You knew you could only keep him down for so long, and in that spot, Gaffney gets all of it and sneaks it into the gap between Bargo and Kempley in left center field, out of the reach of the diving Bargo. And with Willits and Keelan in, it changes the complexity of this game for the Commodores, who have had their 3 wins happen here at Gov Fuller Field, and they understand through talking to individuals in their dugout that they're on the verge of something. It's just the matter of whether they can get those big hits in big moments.
And you've touched on the Falmouth Commodores so far, struggling a little bit to start off the season at 3-10, but 3-4 at home. They enjoy playing Gov Fuller Field. On the road so far, 0-6, haven't been able to find it when getting on that bus, but so far they love playing here at Gov Fuller Field.
Yeah, they like playing in the confines of what will be the All-Star game here, presented by Milton Kent in July, and should be a fun atmosphere here at one of the greatest ballparks on Cape Cod.
Luke Gaffney standing over at second base after the big 2 RBI double. Now that'll bring up another hot hitter in Dylan Carey. Guy hitting .341 and is 1 for 2 on the day. Got a base hit back in the second. Got a stolen base. Hit by a pitch in the third. And then grounding out to Snow in his last AB. The 1-0 to Gaffney. Fastball, 90 miles per hour, just catching that bottom part of the zone. Jank do a great job getting his thumb under it, bringing that ball up.
You guys mentioned it. Gaffney couldn't stay too quiet for long. Fantastic hitter. Really sent that ball left center field, 98 miles per hour exit velocity. Well hit ball there, almost got to the fence. Brings in 2 runs in this game, like you said. Flipped upside down now. Hawks try to limit the damage as they're going to have to fight from behind.
1-1 was fouled over the first base dugout. DeTala just running out of room over there. Count improves to 1-2 here for Luke Nichols in his first inning of work. Facing the right-handed batter of Dylan Carey. 1-2, arm side fastball, runs just a little too much out of the zone. Quick check to Will Bauer staying at second base. Did he go? No, he didn't. Count is 2-2.
Carey does a great job there checking his swing on a ball that's definitely outside of the zone. You saw him want to go there. Did a great job. Clearly stayed back in an even count now.
2 balls, 2 strikes here. Back foot slider gets away from the catcher, Janik. Janik has no idea where it went. Advancing from second to third, and hard round from Luke Gaffney over there at third base, but staying put. Ball just kicking away from Camden Janik. A breaking ball that's going to go towards his glove side, but on a breaking ball, it's going to spin back in the opposite direction of where it came. That ball just spinning away from Janik, kicking away towards the first baseline into the backstop. Count here is 3-2.
It's a big
fastball from Luke Nichols, misses down and away. Dylan Carey able to work a walk.
A big AB there for Dylan Carey. He's able to get himself a walk, put runners on the corners here. Now that brings up Gavin Turley, and for the Harbor Hawks, you want to stay within 1-run distance. You feel like you can go grab that pretty easily. It's when you start making that move up to 2 that it could get a little scary, and I think Mitch Carricker has seen enough here and understanding how important this game is.
Mitch Carricker to make the walk to the mound. Scene number 8, Stone Cushing up and going for the Harbor Hawks down the left field line in the bullpen. No signal to yet. And Luke Nichols will hand the ball off, and it looks like it will be a pitching change for the Harbor Hawks. We'll let you know who it is right after this.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
New arm for the Harbor Hawks. We'll see the right-handed pitching Stone Cushing, number 8 from BYU. Ultra competitive guy. Fastball, pretty high velo guy, gets up to about 95. Came in as a starter originally for BYU, then came into the bullpen. It's gonna be a fastball, more of a sinker coming from the right-hander Stone Cushing. Slider is gonna have that tight late break kind of stuff. Changeup, throws out lots of lefties, can throw it inside or outside on the lefty. This is a guy who they used late innings later on in the season for BYU. Got 10 saves in 34 and a third innings pitched. 46 strikeouts to only 25 walks. So this is a guy who's not afraid of big moments. And with 2 runners on here, that's exactly where he comes in here.
Yeah, you see that sinker that you just talked about, Nico. That's going to be huge here with the guys on the corners. Hopefully he can get that ball low, get it to that solid middle infield, hopefully turn 2 and get himself out of this inning quick. Really want to limit this, keep it within a 1-run game, as we mentioned before. That way, you keep your bats in it, you keep your mentality in it, and you trust yourself to fight back with only 2 innings left to play offensively.
And we've talked about it all season long. Sinker ballers, that creates a lot of ground balls. What a sinker ball is going to do is going to stay flat a little bit and then dive last minute. So what it's going to do is not always going to miss the barrel, but it's going to hit the bottom part of the barrel, forcing the ball into the ground. First pitch to him is that arm side sinker. It's number 17, Gavin Turley.
That's what you're going to have to lean on here. Try and get that double play and stay within a 1-run, especially with only 2 times left up into the box Hyannis has here against the Commodores.
Cushing comes in with runners on the corners. Runner on first base attempting the stolen base, and Cam Jan going to keep that ball in his pocket. And Dylan Carey able to get a stand-up stolen base.
Going to let that runner go there. 9 times out of 10 there, you don't want to let that guy from third just waltz on in there and get a 2-run lead for free. No one even covering second there. Didn't want Janik to send it and risk it and allow it to be a 5-3 game here, guys.
Dylan Carey at second base. Over at third base, Luke Gaffney. Infield will be brought in here. Harbor Hawks down by 1 run here late in the action. Stone Cushing slider misses away to the right-hander. 2-1. Gavin Turley able to work a hitter's count.
He's got to find 2 more outs here, Stone Cushing does. Get the Harbor Hawks back into the batter's box and go attack. Right now, Stone Cushing going to have to be cognizant with 2 in scoring position.
Slider just misses gloves, or sinker just misses gloves, or glove side. Count improves to 3-1 here to the right-hander and Gavin Turley.
Yeah, Turley 1 for 3 on the day so far. Both of those outs coming from a strikeout. Let's see if Stone attacks the zone here, gets to a full count, and tries to punch him out for a 3rd time.
Do have an empty base at first, so don't expect him to put it middle here. Goes back to the breaking ball, misses arm side. That'll fool the bases here for the Razorback, Jason Jones.
And for this spot, it's a little bit of an okay, yeah, you can do that here with an open first base, and it opens up the possibility now of the double play and not allowing, with the bases loaded, that they're going to have to stay within that double play scenario, at least offensively, for the Harbor Hawks. They're going to keep both Lodis and Snow back in their double play positions while they creep in Silva along with DeTalo.
First pitch, Jason Jones, the slider missing down the zone. Count is 1-0. Stone Cushing going to be a guy who starts open when he gets a sign in from the catcher and then close off and have his front foot over his back foot. Coming a little bit of a closed stance here. 1-0 to Jason Jones. Middle infield pushed back. Next pitch, that arm side sinker gets in the bottom of the zone. 1-1.
Nico, you mentioned it earlier. Stone Cushing, a guy that was trusted at BYU in high leverage situations, already been trusted for Hyannis in the same situations. We first saw him pitch Game 2 in Harwich against the Mariners. Came in a ninth in a 5-1 game. Bases became loaded. Didn't mind. Got 2 punchies. Got us out of that game. Didn't allow a single run. This is a guy who's used to the difficult situations. Hopefully today, heart rate stays low. He goes out there, performs.
1-1's a sinker in the dirt. Janik able to pick it out of the dirt behind home plate. 2-1 here in the hitter's count to Jason Jones. Sinker, 93 miles per hour, just missing the inside part of the zone.
And now with the 3-1 count, there's nowhere to put him. They're going to have to go attack Jones here and try and have the defense help you out. And Jones knows what's coming on the 3-1.
3-1. Breaking ball. Flips in the slider. That is trusting your pitches right there. Flips in the slider. Jason Jones swinging right over it.
That's a gutsy call on a 3-1 with bases loaded. Goes to it, but now a big 3-2.
Yeah, Jason Jones definitely selling out on the fastball right there. See that ball low in the zone. And 3-2. Hard line drive up the middle, and that is a base hit. 1 run will score easily. A close play here. It just skips by Janik, and 2 runs will score for the Commodores, and they now extend their lead to 6-3.
That's a big hit from Jason Jones that finally was able to see a pitch in the zone that he was able to get a hold of it. It's a broken bat liner into shallow center, and it brings in 2 more here, bringing Carey. And now with Turley standing at third, it's still not getting any easier here. Harbor Hawks trying to find themselves out of this half inning.
Jacob, you mentioned it's not getting any easier. There's still only 1 out. We're not 1 out away from getting out of this jam. 2 guys in scoring positions. They need to get 2 more guys down here. Tough situation. Stone Cushing on the mound. You trust him. He's been here before. Just got to let him get out of it.
Yep, Gaffney and Carey able to score easily on the line out to the line to center field. Now 2 runners in scoring position once again. Infield will come in again for the Harbor Hawks as the left-handed hitter, Jack Bell, up the plate. First pitch, sinker down the zone, misses for a ball. And it will be the Texas A&M Aggie here in a high leverage situation once again, as the Commodores put up a 4 spot thus far here in the bottom of the 7th. One-0 is a fastball. Big swing from Jack Bell. Count even, 1-1.
And for Cushing, trying to lean on it and just focus on the batter here and work themselves out of this situation that is starting to deteriorate.
1-1 here with 1 out. Sinker misses the bottom part of the barrel of Jack Bell. Big swing. Counts 1-2.
Bell still looking for his first hit of the game here with his conflicted fan base sitting watching in the stands here. Big play for both sides of the dish.
2 runners in scoring position for the Commodores, still threatening. Back foot slider to Bell is taken for a ball. Jack Bell able to leave that back foot slider to even the count at 2-2. 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out swinging his first plate appearance and lined out to the diving Eric Snow, and then grounded out to Snow. 2-2, sinker just missing the lower part of the quadrant of that strike zone. Count is full here. Still have first base open here, but want to go right after these hitters, but first base is open. Do not want to feed Jack Bell here. 3-2 here, run second and third. And it'll be a fastball up and away, fouled off towards the left field line and just dropping in front of the bullpen. And we'll do it again here.
Would have been a tough play if any Harbor Hawks defender got there. It very close to the fence there. If any of them made that catch, potential tag situation at third base due to the awkward angle. You saw Lodi's hustling over. He caught that ball. I can't imagine he'd be able to turn and fire home in time. So while we would have loved the out, hopefully it prevented a run from coming across.
And looks like the left fielder Bargo may have lost in the lights or the night sky here. You know, he started working his way towards the line, put both of his hands up in the air, and then stopped moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Fastball misses up and arm side from Stone Cushing, and that'll load the bases for the catcher, Carson Bowen.
And for Stone Cushing here, has a walk and left one over the plate to Jason Jones. Once again, now with the walk, opens up the possibility for a double play, but for the Commodores, if they could try and get a couple more, keep Hyannis at arm's reach, that would be huge for them.
TCU catcher Carson Bowen due up. Dotal over there at first base, playing in front of the runner, Jack Bell, as the first pitch is a slider for a taken strike. Dotal will play in front of the runner, Jack Bell. Middle infield and Lodis and Snow, they'll play in normal double play depth. And Anthony Silva playing a little bit behind the bag over there at third base. Wherever the balls take him, that's where he will go for the double play. An interesting play right there, and they're going to call a time. Yeah, it's going to be a time violation right there. Count will be 1-1. Stone Cushing attempting to pick off there at Eric Snow to avoid that time, but Eric Snow not covering the base. They're going to acknowledge that not a real pick-off attempt there made, and that'll be a pitch clock violation to make the count 1-1. 1-1, sinker missing down. Count is 2-1.
Guys, we see Bowen in the box here, the 8-hole hitter here for the Falmouth Commodores. The only out of the inning, coming all the way back with the leadoff man in Willits. Long inning, 4 runs have scored. Harbor Hawks really need to get out of this, prevent some more damage from coming home.
2-1's a sinker, foul tipped, straight back into the catcher, Janik.
Janik takes it right off the mask. Shaken up for a quick sec, and a courtesy by Sam Finn, the home plate umpire, to walk it out to Stone Cushing, who also takes the time to recompose himself for the big 2-2.
Big inning here so far for the Commodores. 4 runs played across and more threatening here with the bases loaded. Only 1 out. Sinker ball throwing Cushing on the mound. Looking for the double play here for the Harbor Hawks. 2-2 fastball. Trying to get him the chase as he climbed the ladder. Count is all knotted up here at 3-2.
3-2 that just stayed high and ran. Nowhere to put him here. You have to imagine you're going to go attacking low.
The 3-2 delivery. Tries to go slider. Front door misses. Arm side and high. And that'll be a free 90 for the Commodores, and another run will play it across.
Nico, you really can't fault this Falmouth Commodores approach as the game has gone on. You see here as 5 runs have plated in this half inning. They're not swinging at bad pitches. They're waiting. They're drawing several walks. When they get the pitches they can hit, they're taking advantage, extra base hits, driving in runs with the bat themselves. Phenomenal approach, and it's leading to some great offense.
And it's not guys trying to overextend themselves. You know, we're not seeing doubles, triples, home runs, double. I mean, we're seeing base hits, stolen bases, putting pressure on the defense of the Harbor Hawks. Doing a great job so far. And the lineup will turn. No, it'll be Isaiah Barquette here, who started the inning with the hit by pitch. This is the 9th batter of the inning for the Commodores.
As Barquette here trying to continue on the good vibrations, but
and a slider over the head of Lodis. Lodis able to make his way under the ball for out number 2.
And a little bit of a popper that came off the bat, and Lodis is able to backtrack it onto shallow left center field to make the grab, and that's 2 away. And now for Stone Cushing's just got to really focus in on Jackson Willits here and get your offense back into the dugout and try and create some rally here.
Huge out there, Jacob. Get to 2 outs like you just mentioned. The bases are loaded. Force at every base. Like you said, just get 1 more. do it again, give this offense a chance to fight back in this game.
Offense still one swing away, only down by 4 here. 6 outs remaining for the Harbor Hawks on their offensive side. But the damage is not done here as the first pitch to the leadoff Jackson Willits. The slider came up empty. But still one swing away for the Harbor Hawks. Going to be so big to keep him here. Stone Cushing needs to bear down. Oh, 1 to the left-hander, number 18, Jackson Willits. Back-to-back sliders. Stone Cushing work ahead here at 0-2.
And now for Stone Cushing, this is the time to break off that slider on that put-away pitch and really try and go grab one.
0-2 here to the Oklahoma Sooner. Spiked sinker. And scoring from third will be the man who just hit the big double, and Jason Jones. And that'll be another run scored here for the Falmouth Commodores, putting up a 6th spot. 8-3 Commodores.
As the Harbor Hawks fight here to get out of this half inning, we take a look at who's due up for them when they come up in the top of the 8th. That's Cam Janik, Eric Snow, and Nick Groves. Bottom half of the lineup there, they're going to need production. As we've mentioned, they're only 6 outs away. Obviously can't look past this last out. You're going to need to get that. But if they do, they're going to need that bottom half to really produce from.
Stone Cushing, sinker on the hands over to the Bermuda Triangle over there in left field, and just able to make the play is the shortstop Alex Lodis, but not before this Falmouth Commodores make a huge comeback and a loud, crooked number for the score 8-3. Before we head to the Harbor Hawks offensive side inning, we'll send it back over to Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I want to address the rumors first. I'm actually not going to be dyeing my hair orange, but I did hear that Nico Sharp has an appointment tomorrow.
Nice.
So he'll be tuning with our buddy Jacob Irons here.
Yeah.
Hopefully some good shots on camera we'll get of that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But I want to talk about Alex Lodis. He was batting number 5 today, a Florida State recruit, along with other newcomer catcher Jackson West. And it's interesting to see 2 FSU recruits from this year play on the same summer ball team, almost foreshadowing how they may play together next season. But Lodis actually started at North Florida University, starting every game, hitting .306 with 51 runs, 67 hits, and 63 RBI. And Lodis actually set the UNF freshman record for the most home runs and was named UNF Male Freshman of the Year. And with all of these fresh faces on the field, just this coming week makes this season even more exciting, especially because we're still kind of just getting started. So back to you guys.
Thank you, Josie. And don't you worry, I'll make your appointment right after mine tomorrow. So looking forward to that as we will all come back looking like Jacob Irons.
This is one of the few pranks that I don't have to worry about it because I just show up to the ballpark with the hair ready to go as is. But for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, they got to show up ready here. This is a big half inning for them. They at least have to try and get one across and get back within an attainable reach. They're down 5 right now. 8-3 here in a big spot. They got to go grab some runs here in a very decisive inning of play. But you're going to have an opportunity to try and really get something going.
Yeah, Jacob, you look at it. If you want to look at it from a positive, they just put up a 6th spot in 1 half inning. Why can't we do the same here? Got to have that mentality if you're an offense. Obviously, not a deficit you want to have, but if they can do it, so can you. Harbor Hawks, very successful team this year, been able to score in bunches. Now you're just in a situation where you need to score in bunches.
And they have a lineup that's built just like the Falmouth Commodores. That's the way they did it. Scratching runs, base hits, putting pressure on the defense. So look for them to try to do that here as we enter the top half of the 8th. Leadoff is the catcher Camden Janik. 1 for 3 on the day with the base hit back in the 5th.
And it's a big half inning for Camden Janik as well.
And that's going to be a chopper over to Barquette. Little PFP action. Can Ferguson get there? And he will for out number 1.
Yeah, good read by Barquette coming off the bag, but it's an even better play by Francis Ferguson off the bump as quickly as he recognizes it's going to have to require him going over to cover to first to make the play. Good play by Ferguson, 1 away, and now Eric Snow going to try and create some momentum.
And after a loud inning, that's a big out number 1. You see Francis Ferguson being sitting down over there in the first base dugout for a long time. So to be able to come back and to be able to put up a 0 in this half inning is going to be so huge for the Falmouth Commodores. After a long inning, your offense just put up, giving you 6 runs there in the bottom of the 7th. Eric Snow, due up. Want to know the count here with 1 out.
Snow is a great guy to have up in this situation, guys. We talked about it. Led the team in batting average heading into this game. One of 2 second-year players here on the Hawks roster this summer again. Needs to show his composure again. Hopefully get something going.
2-0 to ground ball to Keeling. Throw on over to the first baseman Barquette for out number 2.
Yeah, soft grounder there by Snow. That's as routine as a play as it can be from Keelan over to Barquette. And now that brings up a big Nick Groves.
Francis Ferguson able to make quick work of the first 2 Harbor Hawks hitters. It'll bring up the left-handed hitter, Nick Groves. Finding a way on so far in every single at-bat. Single in the second, walk in the fourth, and a single back in the sixth. Attached with a stolen base. 1-0 the count here to Nick Groves. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball misses up in the zone once again. Nick Groves able to improve the count to 2-0.
Yeah, Nick Groves 2 for 2 with a walk today. We're going to need to see a little bit more production. Keep that streak going. Maybe get a 2-out rally going for the Hawks. Just scratch something across here.
2-0 pitch just catches the bottom of the zone. Nick Groves still up here in a hitter's count. Count is 2-1. 2-1 fastball catches the outer part of the corner, taken for a strike. For the first time, the Falmouth Commodores got a right-hander up in the bullpen. Just getting loose as Francis Ferguson making quick work so far. Hard ground ball, foul down the third base line.
That's a good placement there by Nick Groves down the line, and just couldn't really get around on it.
Yeah, Jacob, that ball got towards third base very quick. If it could have stayed in, that could have been extra bases for the speedy outfielder himself. Unfortunately, it went foul. He'll tighten those batting gloves and get him back into it.
2-2 here to Nick Groves. Fastball taken on the outer corner for strike 3. Francis Ferguson making quick work of the Harbor Hawks. 1-2-3 inning, puts up a big 0 there. Scores 8-3, Falmouth Commodores.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
Back here at Gov Fuller Field, score is 8-3. Falmouth Commodores up thanks to that big bottom of the half 7th inning, 6-run, big crooked number for the Commodores.
Yeah, big crooked number for them, but it's on to Stone Cushing here in the bottom of the 8th to put up a 0 and get Hyannis an opportunity to try and work some top of the 9th inning comeback.
He'll face up the left-hander, Gavin Keeling. First pitch is a back foot slider. Taken literally once again, it'll be off the foot of Keeling. Leadoff man is on for the Commodores.
Yeah, Stone Cushing coming in this time with the bases empty, obviously to start an inning. Fortunately, that did not last long for him. Going to get the guy on first base. Hopefully he can work out of this one. Obviously, with this deficit, you want to get out of this half inning very quickly, get the bats back up.
Get the bats back up, and what I think increases this is you have the league's best team for 2 in the next 2 days for your 4th of July rival in YD.
First pitch to Luke Gaffney, who had that 2 RBI double last inning. Fouls it down the first baseline.
Sets up for, like we've talked about, a big week of play here for Hyannis, and gonna have to try and fight till the end here in Falmouth before it sets up a big 4th of July week for them.
Cushing sets. The leg lift and the stolen base attempt. And thrown out at second base will be Gavin Keeling. Thrown out by Camden Janik for out number 1.
Yeah, great work there together by Camden Janik and Eric Snow. While that bounced right into the low glove of Eric Snow. Quickly applied that tag. Got a huge out for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Stone Cushing back to having empty bases. 1 down, 2 to go. Hopefully he can wrap these up quick.
And it gets rid of that hit by pitch and makes the bases empty here once again for Cushing.
1-1 slider catches the outer part of the zone. 1-2. Can't ask for a much better throw from Janik. Puts the ball towards the glove side right there. Snow just had to read the long hop and apply the tag. It's a beautiful throw from Janik. 1 ball, 2 strike here with 1 out to Luke Gaffney. Sinker right in on the hands, almost catches a piece of him. Counts even 2-2.
And Cushing's been working inside on these righties today. On one of those tough pitches right now as the 2-2s to come.
2-2 is a slider, just missing that inner part of the zone. Looked like it may have caught a piece of there, but just missing inside. And to your point, Jacob Irons, that sinker going to have a lot of arm side run, a lot of dive, and that one just having a little bit too much of arm side run, and Cushing missing a few times arm side to these right-handers. The 3-2, breaking ball, fouled into the dugout off the netting of the Commodore dugout. We'll do it again here at 3-2.
Yeah, making sure his teammates were awake there. A lot of guys jumping down, ball coming right at them, hit the fence in front of them. They're all okay. They were staying awake there for sure.
Yeah, got to stay on your toes if you're leaning over the edge there, Matt Coates.
And they don't have a Jacob Irons back here because you even know, but Jacob Irons is always ready with the hands, able to make plays for us. As Luke Gaffney stands another foul ball down the first baseline.
Always ready, Nico Sharp. Always ready for you.
Yeah, Jacob Irons, a guy, you feel safe back here, not because of the netting, but because of Jacob Irons and his hands back here. You always feel safe that he will make the play if the ball comes towards this broadcast booth. Long at bat here, Luke Gaffney. 3-2 pitch is a ground ball right to the glove of Stone Cushing. Stone Cushing jogs it over, underhands for out number 2.
Stone Cushing, phenomenal play there. Coming right back at him hot, but he was able to get that glove down, make a clean play, take the stress off himself, jogged over towards first base, gave that little toss. Now we got 2 out here, very close to bringing our offense back up to the dish.
Stone Cushing, 91 mile-per-hour sinker. The ball came back to him just as fast. 91 mile-per-hour exit velo right to his glove side. Next due up will be the third baseman, Dylan Carey. Got a walk, stolen base, and later would score in his last plate appearance. First pitch, the sinker, swung over the top, 0-1.
Yeah, swinging hard there to start that at-bat. Maybe try to change up after 2 quick outs for his team here. But he was attacking. Let's see how Cushing reacts to that swing.
Righty on righty matchup as the ball from the bullpen gets thrown onto the field.
Yeah, got away from their bullpen catcher there for a hot sec and trickled in. And one of the cool things is the Falmouth Commodores bullpen right down the line and warning track here at Gov Fuller Field.
0-1. Sinker missed arm side once again to the right-handed hitting Dylan Carey. Counts even here at 1-1. One's a slider on that inner corner for a strike. Stone Cushing able to be more comfortable here. Looks to be locating that sinker and slider well. Threw that one, started at the shoulder there, broke it over for inside, and used as a chase pitch in the last AB. Slider right there, gets him swinging. Stone Cushing, much better inning, using his whole arsenal right there. 1-2-3 inning for the Harbor Hawks, but they have some work to do as we head to the top of the 9th. Score is Commodores 8, Hyannis 3.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Back here at Gov Fuller Field here for the top of the 9th. Harbor Hawks have some work to do, down 8-3. And it'll be the new arm for the Commodores here that's going to try to shut the door on these Hyannis Harbor Hawks. It'll be number 1, Gage Wood from Batesville. SEC man, pitched for Arkansas this past year. So far in this Cape Cod baseball season, 7 innings pitched, has a 2.57 ERA, allowing 6 runs to come across, only 2 of them earned. 12 strikeouts to 5 walks as he faces the 9-hole Anthony Silva. Fastball to him, catches part of the zone, counts 1-1 here to the Horned Frog. Gage Wood working on the windup here. Breaking ball down the zone, taken for a ball. Counts 2-1.
And if you want to try and create a rally, this is the time and the place in the lineup for them to do that. It's Anthony Silva, Kane Kepley, and John Gazdars, 3 of your more consistent hitters and on-base hitters for your team.
Big swing there from Anthony Silva to knot the count to 2-2. Gage Wood got a lot of innings this past year, 40 in the 3rd innings, 22 appearances, got 3 starts, worked a couple starts in there, 2 saves for Arkansas. Fastball, 91 miles per hour, sends Silva down looking.
You mentioned those 2 saves, Nico Sharp. This guy is going to be ready to pitch in this 9th inning. We see that there, gets a big strikeout. Not something you want to see as a Harbor Hawks fan, something you love to see as a Commodores fan.
And this is a guy who's going to get a lot of strikeouts. 56 strikeouts, only 8 walks. Going to attack hitters. First pitch is a fastball, 93 miles per hour, down in the zone for a strike. The 0-1 to the lefty, Kane Kepley, big swing. Comes up empty right there. Gage Wood working ahead, 0-2.
Kane Kepley falling behind 0-2, not something you typically see from him.
Counts 2 strikes here to Kepley. Taken outside. Missing arm side is Gage Wood. Righty-lefty matchup here. Arm side fastball misses away.
Kane Kepley working back now. Is even at the count at 2-2.
The 2-2 to Kepley. Foul tips and missing the glove of Carson Bowman. A little fist bump there from Kane Kepley once he saw the ball touch the dirt.
Yeah, no quitting number 11 there. Happy to see he's still alive. Still going to fight for his team here. Wants to get himself on base.
Yeah, that's the guy who's going to put pressure on the defense with any way on. You know, down a couple runs here, so expect him to play more cautious. But this is a speed threat nonetheless. Gage Wood on the mound for the Commodores. Saw in his warm-up his fastball, cutter, slider guy. Gonna mix it up. And there was that fastball down in the zone right there at 94 miles per hour, just catching that lower part of the zone, just able to catch a piece of it. Kane Kepley goes down looking.
And not something you see all that much for Kane Kepley. Normally a big contact guy gets his bat out and around on it. This time can't do that there as he's frozen on a pitch on the outer part of the plate. It's a great pitch from Wood.
Yeah, Kane Kepley not going to go down looking a lot. It's up to John Gazer to keep this game going now, guys. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Trust your seasoned veteran out there to hopefully get a push.
And that is a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. 3 times in a row, staying consistent right there here in the low 90s. Blew a fastball right by John Gazdar right there. Gazdar looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 4 thus far. 1-1. Fastball 94 once again, catching the outer part of the zone. And the Harbor Hawks are down to their last strike here at Gulf Fuller Field. Score is 8-3. Harbor Hawks are down. Another fastball. Power on power there versus Gazdar. Fouled straight back.
Wood is trusting that fastball, and you can understand why. He is pounding his own. Got some big swings out of Gazdar and others earlier in this inning. Working for him. Let's see what he goes to here, Nico.
1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs to John Gazdar. Breaking ball. Stays up in the part of the zone. Hit to left center gap. Moving to left field off the wall. Gaffney plays it off the wall. And it'll be a stand-up 2-out double from John Gazdar.
You knew it was only time between John Gazdar was going to make his name known in this one. It's a really towering shot from Gazdar off the bat and able to travel it well and gets it off the wall just out of the reach of Gaffney in left center field. And now Gazdar's aboard for Michael Detallo.
Yeah, guys, that ball just a few feet away from being a solo shot there by Gazdar. Hit very well. Guy who's trying to spark a 2-out rally for his team. Couldn't ask for much more from him.
First pitch to Michael Detallo misses away. You're almost okay with not having the solo home run there. You want runners on. You want traffic on the bases against Gage Wood here. Solo shot, then, Gage Wood gets to work, back in with no runners on, gets to be comfortable against. You want some traffic on here as Detallo takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike.
I completely agree, Nico Sharp. Once you get guys on, you can start building a momentum. Solo shot is great. It gets you closer on the scoreboard, but it's harder to build that momentum than if you string a few hits together here with 2 outs.
1-0, 1-1 fastball misses down the zone. Count moves to 2-1 here to Michael Detallo, debut Patriot. And they do say that home runs are rally killers. So John able to work a stand-up double there. 93-mile-per-hour fastball fouled straight back over the netting, over the press box. Runner on second here, John Gazdar. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2s are hot here in Gulf Fuller Field. Crowd getting on their feet here with 2 strikes, 1 strike away. Gage Wood, the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle to Keeling, working glove side. Throw over to first base, and that is out, number 3. The Falmouth Commodores get a win here against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, improve their record to 4-10 on the season.
And just one of those tough showings for the Harbor Hawks. Were in control for a majority of the game, but then it is really, you can point to it. It's the 6th run, bottom of the 7th, that saw 11 batters come to the box. Really was the Achilles heel in this one so far, and it was walks in that inning alone. 4 walks along with 3 hits. It's one of those innings that you wish you could have back, but you don't. But guess what? You put it all forward, and you put it on to tomorrow, where you start a home and home against the best team in the Cape.
Yeah, the YD Red Sox, you mentioned it, Jacob Irons, the best team on Cape so far. Team very close to us in proximity, not going to have to drive far to play YD tomorrow, but it's going to be a tough one once you get there. Like you said earlier in this broadcast, they seem like they can do no wrong so far. Clearly the top dogs in the East here. Going to be a tough 2 days here, and then we got Wareham after that on the 5th. Tough time to go on a cold stretch of the Harbor Hawks. After a game like this, you just kind of flush it. Wake up tomorrow, come to the ballpark with a great attitude, ready to attack the YD Red Sox.
And that's the beauty of summer baseball. Put one behind you, get another one quickly. And like we've talked about, this begins a 6-game in 6 days stretch for the Harbor Hawks on this July 4th week. So they're going to have to put this one behind them and really get going again.
Going to need to clear this one from the head. Going to have short memory here as the Harbor Hawks drop the game here to go forward field against the Falmouth Commodores. They hit them 10 hits to 9, but they were outscored. Final score, Falmouth Commodores 8, Hyannis Harbor Hawks 3. From Nico Sharp, Jacob Irons, Matt Coates, our producers, Chase Avery, Dan Bottolino, and our sideline reporter, Josie Bros, as well as Matt Coates again. It has been the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network, and we'll see you back again on the road tomorrow night against YD.